2 Adventure Time vlogs for the price of 1 video. That's what I'm doing. 1, because I just was really busy and I couldn't record the videos when they aired. And another reason why I'm doing this is because in some cases I didn't have that much to say, so I could just do them in 1 video to save myself time. So the 2 episodes I'm going to be doing are Jake the Brick and the Dentist. So let's start with Jake the Brick. Basically, it's a very simple episode. Jake decides to be a brick because he wants to, and he's in the brick in this collapsing house, and he's going to stay there until the house collapses. Finn goes and visits him, leaves him a walkie-talkie, goes back. Jake, I guess, forgets the walkie-talkie is on, starts describing all this wildlife he's seeing around him, and Finn brings it to a radio show and broadcasts it to all of Ooo, and then Jake gets out and the shack collapses. And it was a charming little episode. It was simple yet effective. Like, I love the opening of this episode. Just Finn getting out, no doubt he just leaves. He walks from the treehouse, like, goes on this long walk through to get to Jake, and just really beautiful stuff. Like, I love, like, it looks beautiful. Like, you can see for miles, like, it really shows just how far the animators have come on this show. And again, I just like how simple this episode was, yet it was so effective. Like, I did like, the amusing stuff of hearing Jake narrate. It kind of reminded me of when I went to the movies and I saw this commercial where John DiMaggio was narrating, and it kind of reminds me of that. And I also liked all the shots of Ooo we were getting in when Jake was narrating. It was a lot of nods to classic episodes. We got a shot of Betty, we got a shot of Lemon Hope, Flame Princess Tree Trunks. Bunch of characters I want to get another episode about. Oh yeah, and they reused a Marceline design. I don't know if it was just them being lazy or they figured, oh, it's a quick shot, we don't need to go all out. And yeah, again, this is why I decided to do it. There's really not that much to say. It's just Jake narrating on wildlife. Although, was this episode aired out of order? Because Finn doesn't have his Finn sword in this episode, so... I mean, he doesn't have his sword a lot, but just find it weird that he wasn't carrying it. I mean, I was checking online, and Cartoon Network's always just flopping around the order of the episodes that they're going to air, when they're going to air them, so maybe this is it, but I don't know. And yeah, that's the episodes. I enjoyed it, so let's go into the next episode that aired yesterday, Dentist. Basically, this episode's Finn's tooth hurts, so he has to go see the dentist. And, it's the classic, I don't want to go to the dentist. But it turns out the dentist in Ooo is different from the dentist here. Basically, you have to go down a well through a place with mud snake pit and serve in the ant army. And they cover your teeth as insurance or something. And I thought this episode was kind of interesting. Because for one thing, again, like when you hear the word dentist, you immediately assume it's what we think of the dentist. But it's not. And I do like how the world just sort of reimagines what a dentist is in the world of Ooo. And I thought it was very creative. Like, it was something we hadn't seen before, and it was original, and I was kind of like, wow, this is kind of interesting. I did like the society, like, I liked how it was these tiny ants. I love the whole thing with perspective, how Finn's pretty big, and this, like, ant colony is designed for tiny little ants. So there was this cool thing with perspective, and Finn's, like, crawling around in the tunnels, or he goes into the head ant's office. And I thought it was a little cute. I kind of like some of the interactions between Finn and Tiffany, although, for the most part, I found Tiffany kind of annoying, but I warmed up to it. And it was also cool to see Finn use his Finn sword a lot. I'm curious if they're going to bring back Tiffany. They probably will. And yeah, that's all I have to say. So, yes. So, what do you think of these episodes? Please comment below and let me know. Like, dislike, subscribe. And as always, this is JStarcy60 signing out, and I'll see you guys on next week's episode, The Cool Air. Man, we're really getting close to the end of Season 6. See you then.